Hello everybody, thank you for joining us for our weekend weather update and the outlook for next week. I'm Philip Duncan. Well, we've got plenty of windy westerlies around. They're going to get a little bit colder as we go through the weekend, but the good news is next week, while it's not completely perfect, we do have high pressure building and more days with calm and dry, but it's not going to be perfect for everybody. Let's start off with the Friday PM animated wind map, and you can very clearly see the westerly blowing across the country, strong to gale force in some areas, hopefully mainly below damaging gusts, though it's just that blustery autumn weather that we do get. So you can see the colder sou'west change that is waiting in the wings down to the south there. That's where the windiest of the weather is. However, the west to northwest winds along the east coast pushing the temperatures up into the low to mid 20s for some areas. That's why we said a week or two ago, we're not totally done with the summer warmth just yet. There will still be a few warm days in there, but there's plenty of wet weather coming over the next few days. This is the rainfall map, the accumulation map right through until about lunchtime Sunday. And as you can see, it's the west coast that's in for the heaviest rain, around about that 50mm mark when you're getting up into the mountains. Lower down, probably around the 20 to 30mm mark on that western side. And same story down around Southland as well. You're sort of getting clipped by that system. So you're around that 20 to 30mm down for you. But once you get up to Otago, Canterbury, and most of the North Island, you're only talking about a few showers, some drizzle patches. So you're talking only just a couple of millimetres up to maybe 15, the most of it coming between Taranaki and Waitomo. So that's through until Sunday. This is how it looks big picture for lunchtime Saturday. We'll zoom in closer in a second, but just wanted to show you where all that wind is coming from, and it's from deep low pressure down near Antarctica, driving up this big windy change. Everything south of this dark blue line is pretty cold, so we're sort of on the outer edges of it, but it is brushing Southland, parts of Fiordland, and also the west coast, and at times it's coming up further into the South Island. High pressure to the north is putting a cap on it, so it can't go too much further north than about Auckland. So close up for lunchtime Saturday, you can see a burst of showers heading northwards. Behind that, the winds turn a bit more southwest, less of the westerly, a little more southwesterly. Further down towards Southland and Otago, pretty cold, snow on the mountains, and there might even be some hail showers that come in lower down, maybe even to sea level, because it's just going to be a little bit cold and windy as well on Saturday, gale force winds in exposed areas. But by Sunday, it is already pushing further out to the east, and the showers are mostly clearing. You can see just a couple maybe lingering around some of the western areas, maybe a couple down here around Southland, and also one or two just brushing Hawke's Bay and Gisborne. Otherwise, that's the last of it there. It is clearing up ahead of high pressure that is trying to move in. So by Monday, it's not perfect, but high pressure is rolling in. And the reason why I'm saying it's not perfect, we've switched on a different type of map. It's a little bit more attention to detail. And you can see these little dots everywhere, which indicates to me anti-cyclonic gloom. Cloudy stuff trapped under the high, producing just a few light showers, mostly in these coastal areas. Rain still continues down around Fiordland though. So Monday's a little bit messy. Then Tuesday is a bit of a split into two halves. The North Island still got those showers along the western side, just little light ones here and there. It is still mainly dry Sunday and Monday and Tuesday, all these days ahead. It's dry for the east coast for the most part, but there is a little cold front on Tuesday that just comes up the South Island with a burst of rain on the west coast and a few showers on the east coast. But by Wednesday, that front back out to sea, and again high pressure trying to move in, and again little light showers stuck along that western coastline. So it is going to be bringing this big high out here, is going to bring at least 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 days of settled dry weather for most places, but there will be some exceptions, and that might be some of these western areas, which might still just get a few more showers. That's the forecast for the next few days ahead. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back on Monday.